Biden just ordered US forces to prepare for nuclear conflict. Now, it's not going to happen in 48 hours like a lot of YouTubers might want to tell you, but it's good to prepare for it in either case. Now, let's say a war breaks out in the Middle East and it doesn't go nuclear. Say the US is involved as well. You're going to have a very hard time getting basic supplies in. The Middle East, particularly the Persian Gulf, is a major hub for oil production and shipping. Any conflict in the region, especially involving Iran, could disrupt oil flows, specifically through critical checkpoints like the Strait of Hormuz. Disruptions in oil supply would increase the prices of basically everything. The Persian Gulf and surrounding waters are vital for international shipping. So again, a conflict would lead to blockades of shipping routes. All these things are going to lead to higher prices for us and shortages. So let's go over the stuff you need to buy in advance. First up, there's going to be ammo shortages, specifically for 5.56, but get whatever you need for your weapon. Grocery stores will have trouble restocking, so get as much food as possible. Get canned foods, salt, sugar, rice, pasta, flour, and other staple goods. If you store canned food, then make sure you get a manual can opener as well. Make sure you get all the over-the-counter stuff like pain meds and cough syrup. Make sure you get antibiotics, because if you get an infection, it could be life-threatening. Who knows if you'll be able to reach a doctor in a situation like that, or if they'll even have any antibiotics left. On my profile, there's an option where a licensed physician can talk to you, and they'll ship it to you in advance within US and Canada. Get a gas mask rated to NBC and CBRN standards. I have my recommendation for Mira Safety on my profile. It's used by the US military and many different forces around the world. You may end up needing potassium iodide in the unlikely scenario that we end up facing a nuclear emergency on our soil. Potassium iodide helps block the thyroid from absorbing radioactive iodine caused by nuclear emergencies. Get a backup method for cooking food and boiling water, like a sterno stove and sterno fuel cans. Stocking up on firewood is a really good option as well if you have the space. Get a couple jerry cans, fill them up with fuel, and add fuel stabilizers so you can extend the shelf life by about 18 months. You'll need fuel for your vehicle and also if you have a generator. Get a good quality first aid kit that also has stuff for serious injuries. There are very few on the market that are actually good. Store as much water as possible. I would try and go for 180 gallons. I know that sounds like a lot, but for long-term emergencies, you're probably going to need that much or more. You could go for bottled water, gallon jugs, and aqua bricks. Make sure you store AA and AAA batteries for all your devices. You should have disposable cups, plates, and spoons so you don't have to waste water on washing dishes. Keep cleaning supplies as well, like wipes, garbage bags, bleach, and disposable gloves. Store your specific hygiene products, soap, and baby wipes. If you have a baby, then stock up on baby formula now, because when it actually happens, it's going to be very hard to find, and everyone's going to start buying 2 or 3 cans at once. So by the time you get there, there'll be nothing left. Coffee will be very difficult to get, and the prices keep on going up. So make sure to stock up on your coffee. Now, hopefully nothing happens, but with all the tension going on in the Middle East, there's no one who can really say that nothing's ever going to happen. So it's good to be prepared. Even if there's like a 10% chance of it happening, you should still prepare for it. Now, there are a lot of opinions going around about who has nuclear weapons and how some are not functioning. Like, people are saying that Russia only has 10% of functional nuclear weapons, which they probably have a lot more than that. And then they say China only has like 550 warheads, but I'm sure they have much more than that. They've had many years to prepare for this. And people are saying Iran doesn't have nuclear weapons, which I believe they do. It's impossible that they don't have nuclear weapons by now. They've had so many nuclear scientists. I know a lot of people like to downplay the other side for psychological benefit and to make themselves feel better, but it's good to be realistic. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know down below what you guys think of all this.